Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwig Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle pedal pusher from my fellow CZT20, Chris Gerstner. All right. I like this one a lot. And I think I'm going to do it on the diagonal. This starts off. I like it because it's simple and has a lot of potential for fun. All right. This is one that with this initial uh, cross or X or whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure to leave room on either side. So it's like don't put it all the way to the end because you need to have a smidge of room. And so I'm going to do there, and there, and then actually this one could come a little bit further. Okay. Then we're going to cross the cross, so but smaller. So this one just small on the inside, like so. All right. Then we're going to do, it's almost a flux shape, but you could also think of it as we're going to do a curve line that's just going to surround each of these spokes. So I'm going to start with the tall ones first, and coming from that point, up and around. You could touch it if you want, up to you, because you can always fill in afterwards if you wanted to, depending on how you want to decorate it. I'm working to keep these kind of narrow, and I'm doing, north and south, and then turning it and doing north south again. I like to do. I mean, you could do it in order if you wanted to, but I kind of like this idea. No rhyme or reason. I just think it looks. I think it looks nice. And then two, as it gets built up, I like the having the long. I don't honestly. It was one of those. I don't know if it would matter, but I kind of like the idea of having it this way because we're going to continue to do this. She has us doing this 3 times. I'm not thinking of the right word that is in my head for this, but as it grows, I want this to grow with the big ones first, and then the little ones kind of secondary. And like I said, I don't know if it really matters in the long run because they kind of just all get smushed. And so as you're going, it's like here, so I'm just tracing over where the sides just kind of merge. And one more time around. And do make sure to take a look at the for more inspiration link. I was doing up down, so that way you can see this right from Chris's hand. And she gives a couple ideas. Of variations or ways to decorate it if you wish. And so this one, laughs. Don't look at that. We're gonna do some shading in the middle, so pen just kind of went out of control. I had a little fly all of a sudden jump in my face. That's right. I'll blame it on that. But in the end, it doesn't matter. And that's basically it. Now, the one thing that I liked that she did, and I think it looked neat on my step out as I did it. This is going to be a little bit bigger, and maybe I'll combine. No, no, no. I'm not going to. Never mind. So because we've done 3, I'm going to take this inner one, and I think on Chris's, she looked like she might have done little orbs. I'm just going to do straight lines, kind of close together. But it's your tangle. You can do with it what you want. one of hers, and I did the same. I just took, I did a thicker marker or a pen, because you could kind of turn these almost into seed shapes. That's what it looks like she did on hers, and thicken that inside if you wanted to. You know what? I did on my step out. I did all of them. I'm gonna skip the little ones just for now. Maybe I'll put orbs on those ones. But you can see, I mean, it just starts kind of taking on a whole different look. But I thought as I was peeking through some things, and I found this on Pinterest, and so that will be the link. And I just thought, oh, well, that's a cute idea, and I can see it, paired with other organics. Like you could have it coming out some, what we call fancy fescue, or just regular fescue, or some zinger. I'm trying to think of some other ones off of the top of my head, or beadline even. That would be kind of neat. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a beadline concept maybe in the middle, but something that's kind of that's more liney that you could pair this with. I think it would look really really neat. And this is one that you could um, you could have it be your feature if you did it really big, and then it like this it kind of turns into a reticula where then you can tangle inside these areas. But you could also just do a bunch of small ones and have them decorating your Zentangle work however you wish. It's just kind of neat. Yeah, like that. Let's do. What did I say? Oh, I was gonna do some orbs. You see, orbs. It gives it a. It's a little bit different look, and especially if you fill in the little gaps than the straight lines. Just like a different texture, and it's rather neat if I do say so. I kind of like the combination. But yeah, right now I'm picturing these on a string of bead line, just coming out from the little corners. Lots of fun could be had with this. All right, and let me finish these little. It's neat. So we'll do a little bead line. Is just it's a string, and you just add some filled in little orbs, little dots at intervals. Gosh, and I'm trying to remember who did it. I know I have a video on it. It's one of those. It's so easy. It's like I remember thinking I don't really need to have a video on this, but you know what? It's fun. But it just adds such a neat touch, like that. Just cool. All right, and if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, I think I'm going to throw a touch of shading in here while we're chatting, and of course, going to start in the center. I mentioned the description section, so make sure to check that out so you can see this from Chris's hand. I always do my own version as well, and so you will see that. Oh, that's nice. And probably messing this all up, but that's okay. You know what? I just wanted to try it, and that's what we do in Zentangle. We try it, because there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle. Oh yeah. in that description section too. Well, actually, no, I should say first, if you're enjoying this, and I hope you are, I hope you will smash the like button. And also, if you haven't done so already, hit the little button that subscribes you to the channel. It adds a little something. Yeah, I need to soften. It just looks like a pile of graphite in the middle. That helps. Just to not have that harsh line. Yeah, there we go. You know, and then you could also, do I have enough room? Hmm, hmm. Could order the whole thing, but I kind of like it, so I'm gonna leave it. All right. So I was mentioning all of that stuff. Description section, um, links to step outs, links on ways to connect with me. So if you enjoy my style, would love to have you join me for classes. So you'll see those on my website as well as a bunch of other things. Uh, if you happen to be on Facebook, I have a link to my page. So if you want to follow me there, and if you want to hang out with a bunch of crazy, wonderful, amazingly talented Tangle addicts, we would love to have you. There's some questions to gain entry to the membership page, but you know, it's nothing difficult. So, um, yeah, I don't ask you to name 12 tangles off the top of your head. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but we do like to have a lot of fun. Oh, this is neat. All right, so with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.